Hello and welcome back to more Cuphead. Where in the last episode, we finished off all the Inkwell Isle 1 bosses, and today, we are going to be beginning our adventures in Inkwell Isle 2. And before we get started, I want to head over to the right-hand side of the area. This is not required, but there is a cool little thing that you can see over here if you so choose to. It's a pool here, and if you go up to it, it'll say, "Through all your battles and all my rhymes, you have failed and perished 5 times. Because even though this has been an almost deathless run, almost, I emphasize almost, I've edited a lot of stuff out. By that I mean, like, less than 5 things out, because I want to keep this as concise of a walkthrough as I can for you guys, so any mistakes I make, I try to edit them out for the most part. So far, I've made 5 mistakes in this walkthrough, which isn't too bad. So to get things started, we are going to change our shot B to the chaser shot, and we are going to keep the automatic parry up. It's going to be very useful. So you want the spread shot, chaser shot, super art 1, and P sugar equipped before we tackle the first boss of World 2, Baroness Von Bon Bon in Sugarland Shimmy. So here's the problem with this boss from a walkthrough perspective. She has, I think, 6 distinct, basically, she has 3 phases before she goes into her final phase. However, the problem is that those first 3 phases are not always the same thing. I think she has 5 or so minions that she can send out at random. So the 3 phases can consist of any 3 combinations of the 3 minions. So 5 total minions to choose from, and you'll get 3 of those randomly. So I will show you how to fight all 5 of those bosses, all 5 of those minions. Right now, I'll just lay them back to back to back, and then after that, I'll show you a full run where we play through, and I'll show you some of the things that change between the phases, and then I'll show you the final phase. So it's gonna be a little odd on my end, but I will try to make it as concise as possible for you guys in editing. So I'm just gonna play. Who are we gonna get first? All right, this guy. If this guy pops up, you want to equip the chaser shot, and then just stay as far away from him as possible. Wait for him to jump up, and then either go, then just quickly run underneath him to get to the other side like this. So just use it to hold down the chaser shot to keep doing damage to him constantly. Hide on one side while he does his jumping thing, and then that is the first minion defeated. The next minion that you can face off against is this guy, the Gumball. Or the Gobstopper, or the Jawbreaker, or whatever this thing. Did I say Gumball? It's the Jawbreaker based thing. Basically, he follows your path movement, so you want to kind of form a circle like this to go around him. And it's that simple. Just literally follow a circle, keep shooting him with a spread shot as you do, and you'll be able to defeat him nice and easily. Now, the third minion that you could possibly get, who's it going to be? It is going to be... Come on out, Baroness Von Bon Bon. It's going to be... Okay, Candy Corn. This guy does kind of a figure 8 pattern type thing. So basically just, we're going to preemptively jump over him if he hasn't, if he goes down like that, then his next move isn't going to be an immediate, dive down. Basically, it's, in layman's terms, it's just a figure 8 pattern. So it's just kind of watching him and, either preemptively jumping over him or preemptively going underneath him. So those are 3 of the 5 bosses that we can do. So now we're going to retry, and we're going to try to get the remaining 2 that we haven't gotten yet, which are the Waffle and the speak of the devil. Here's the Waffle right here. I did not mean to get hit by you, but basically just stay clear from him. Just stay far away from him at all times. This guy doesn't really follow you. He just does his own little thing. So just keep the spread shot on him and move around as he chases after you. Then when he stops to do that mega attack, just get as far away from him as possible. Like literally the other side of the stage would be preferable to steer clear of that attack. Now, we're hoping for Gumball Swivel Hands. Can we get Gumball Swivel Hands? Nope. Okay, so we're just gonna keep retrying until we eventually get Gumball Swivel Hands. That's the only boss, or that's the only minion we haven't seen so far. Here he is. All right, so this guy's super easy. Just stay to the left side of the screen. Hold the spreadsheet on him. Dodge all the. Don't even worry about him at all. He's not gonna harm you. What's gonna harm you is the little gumballs he fires out at you. So just dodge all those. Keep this and don't let go of the spread shot, and then you'll defeat him rather easily. So those are all 5 minions and how to deal with them. So now we're gonna do a full run, start to finish, and we will see how this ends up. Hopefully not too badly. Who are we going to get first? Okay, this is a good one to get out of the way nice and early because it's easy enough to dodge the Waffle on its own, but because you have to get so far away from it and it's not a consistent path movement, it can be a little annoying to deal with when mixed with the other elements of the boss fight that Baroness Von Bon Bon will introduce later to try to knock you down, which I haven't actually explained those yet because I've been focusing on explaining the minions, not so much the actual the small elements. But so for instance, in phase 2, you may have noticed them already. Jelly beans will start to come out of the castle itself. This is another easy one for phase 2. And for the green ones, you just want to shoot them down so that you don't have to worry about them. But occasionally, some pink jelly beans will be sent out of the castle. And when those come out, you want to try to parry them. And I got myself in a bad situation there because I was hoping that there was going to be a pink one that came out. So I wanted to wait to try to get it. Let's get this one. Nice. So yeah, basically, parry the pink ones and shoot down the green ones. You don't have to parry the pink ones, but it certainly helps because we want to try to get our super meter charged up by the end of this the first 3 phases, because we want to use our super as fast as possible as soon as the final phase pops in. So it's all charged up. So now I'm just going to focus on surviving the candy corn, because this one is probably the worst one we could have gotten for the final phase, because it's a figure 8 pattern, sure, but it's sometimes inconsistent as to where he actually goes up and down. So I definitely did not want to get this one last. This is probably the one I would have wanted to get last the least, but I think he's almost taken out, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, you may be wondering, are we going to use the chaser shot for anything other than that one, I don't know what I got hit by there, than that one thing, and yes, we are. So what you want to do here is shoot him with the spread shot until the castle starts to move, then jump on top of the green platform and use your super immediately. Then the second it's done, drop away from the green platform and equip the chaser shot, and do not let go no matter what. Then just completely ignore her. Completely ignore the main castle itself. Just stay clear of the small head she's going to throw your way, and you'll be good to go. Just completely ignore her, focus on the small head, stay clear of that, jump over it or underneath it depending on what the situation calls for. And that's going to be based on reaction as to when, like, whether it makes more sense to jump up or down. Automatic parry saved my life there. I would have taken damage if automatic parry hadn't caught me there. And if you just keep this up, then you will be able to knock her down just like that. Honestly, that's probably the I don't know if I'd say it's the easiest phase of the battle. But it's definitely the most consistent, obviously, because, you know, you can reliably know she's gonna throw heads at you. The parry thing's gonna roll out of the castle at you. Whereas the other ones, you know, it's hard to do from a walkthrough perspective because you don't know for sure which minion's gonna come out of the door, which minion's gonna come out of the castle. So it's hard to guarantee. But I've shown you how to beat all the minions, as well as what obstacles to look out for throughout the main. Other than that, so all right, there's the Baroness Von Bon Bon soul contract. Okay, so next up, we are going to talk to this guy right here. You may remember him from the first world, or the first Inkwell Isle. Good timing, fellas. I just added an upgrade on your airplanes. Now you can wallop your foes with bombs. Just switch your weapon whenever it strikes your fancy. Try it out. Your airplanes are now equipped with mini-bombs. Switch your weapon anytime during battle. Now, this isn't going to be super useful for the next battle, but I want to have it anyway just in case. So, we're going to do another plane level, and it's going to be this one right here. Djimmi the Great in Pyramid Peril. Let's get started. It doesn't matter what weapons you have equipped because we're in a plane, so the weapons are default. Alright, so now if we press LB to switch weapons, we can equip a mini-bomb like this, which, you know, does a lot of damage just at a slower fire rate. And it's not strictly required for this for this battle, but there will be another plane battle coming up soon that it will be required for. Now, this first phase is random. You're going to get one of 3 potential attacks. You'll either get these cats. If you get the cats, you just want to bait them in a circular motion like this, so you can easily circle around them. Also parry the pink cat as they show up. If you get the swords, just again, bait them into flying towards you, and then make sure you parry the pink one. You want to make sure the cloud, his face cloud is out of the way before the swords start charging after you. So basically, you want to bait the cloud into charging after you up here, then dodge past it, and then bait all the swords. And if you get jewelry like this one, it's just a bullet hell session. Just pay attention, just focus only on where your character is, so that you can make slight adjustments on the fly to make sure you don't get hit by any of the jewelry. Also make sure to parry the pink ones whenever they show up. So I took an extra hit there because I forgot to shrink, but it shouldn't be too bad. Now here you want to stay to the left side of the screen and shoot down the block with the face on it. That's the only one that's going to break. So always aim for the one with the face, and stay clear of the spikes, not the spikes, the spinning blades that are trying to shoot you down. And if you're nervous about actually fitting through the pillars, then you can always use the shrink effect to guarantee that you're going to make it through. And then that's that. So now I have to do the rest of this battle with only 1 health point, which is easier said than done. I think we should be fine. So here, just follow the thing up and down as it because it's gonna move up and down the coffin. You just want to follow it up and down as it moves to make sure you can easily shoot it until he throws the planets out. Then you want to dash past the planets as they go away like this. So once they move away from the middle, you want to dash through them like that, and also just shoot down any of the mummy ghost things that fly out of the coffin to make sure that they're not a risk to you. Now, this phase can be a little annoying, because there's a hat right here that you can't destroy, but it's going to constantly follow you around. So you just basically want to bait it into following you to a certain place and then dodge past it like that. Also, look out for any of the blue projectiles that throws your way, parry the pink one as per the usual, and eventually it's going to throw a bunch of little missiles at you like that. You want to dodge all of them. It helps to shrink because you move faster and you're smaller, so you can dodge them more easily. Other than that, just stay clear of all the projectiles, bait the hat into following you around, and you should be good to go. Again, we're saving our super meter for the final phase, which is going to be coming up here any second now. Final phase. Immediately go into super form and then slam into his face. Then pay attention. I'm going to pause this because there's a lot to explain here. Pay attention to his hat. There's a beam that's going to shoot out of his hat And once you dodge that, all you have to do is look at the pyramids. One of the pyramids is going to open its eye. When you find the one that opens its eye, you have to get to either the top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right of wherever that, relative wherever that pyramid is. So, again, step 1 is to dodge the hat beam, which is going to come out any second now. Now, it's going to be which pyramid? It's going to be that one. Okay, we're going to stay bottom right, stay bottom right here, and then just focus all fire on the face itself. Only a couple more hits should be able to knock it down. And it's done. There we go. Whew, took a lot more hits than I would have liked to there. But again, the key to the final phase is just watching the triangles. I said triangles again. Watching the pyramids, and whatever one opens its eye, you have to get to the one of the 4 corners relative to wherever that one is. Because it's gonna, as you saw, it's gonna shoot those giant deadly beams out vertically and horizontally. So you gotta get to the corners, which are the safe spots or safe spaces. All right, so there's Djimmi the Great and Baroness Von Bon Bon taken out. Nice and easy. Well, maybe not nice and easy, but we got their soul contracts. Now we're going to take care of what is probably my least favorite boss in the entire game, which is Carnival Kerfuffle. So first things first, what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to switch to Smoke Dash. Only because it's going to end up, it's going to be a lifesaver at some point. I mean, well, it can be a lifesaver. Again, neither of these are super critical for this boss battle, but I'd rather have the Smoke Dash than to not have it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, now we can take off, face off against Beppy the Clown in Carnival Kerfuffle. First phase, you want to stay to the far left-hand side, well, let's say close enough so that you can actually deal damage with the spread shot, but not so close that he can just immediately ram into you with the bumper car. So it's about striking a nice balance between those two. And you can always tell whenever he's ready to do a charge attack, whenever he winds up. And when he does that, you want to jump and dash over him just like that so he doesn't run into you. You can shoot these ducks. Whenever you see a duck with a light bulb beneath it, that means he's going to drop the light bulb below him when you hit him with your weapon. It also means that when the light bulb comes crashing down, it's going to cause a flame like that. If you touch the flame, you'll take damage. Now, second phase, you want to stand below him and then fire away with your spread shot like this, temporarily pausing to aim at anything that tries to knock you down. Now here, parry any of the pink heads that try to fly at you, and then you can either smoke bomb through or just jump over these things on the train to make sure you don't get hit by them. So yeah, that's all I have to say here. Pretty easy phase. Just lock yourself in the position to shoot down any of the heads, and keep most of your fire focused on the big head. Parry the pink head, and then whenever the train comes around, parry the nose, and then jump on the train and ride it to victory, jumping over any of the people that are in your way. Now for this phase, you're gonna get one of two random things. Either you're gonna get green horseshoes that will go in kind of a sine wave pattern that goes up and down and up and down. In that case, you just want to try to follow their pattern so you don't get hit by them. But this one's the easy one. This is the easy one where it's just going to be a line of horseshoes. It's very easy to predict, like that. And here's the other one. Here's the, if you can get underneath him like this, very nice. You can just stand underneath him and use the spread shot like this. But if you can't, then you want to follow the horseshoe pattern and use the chaser shot like this, so that you can stay clear of all the attacks. So whether you use the chaser shot like this from a distance, avoiding the horseshoes, or you can find a way to sit underneath him like that with the spread shot, then it'll be a lifesaver. Also, the reason why we have the smoke bomb dash is because if I wasn't able to jump over the people there, then I could have smoke bomb dash through them like this, which would have saved my life. As per usual, we're gonna use we've been saving our super for the final phase, and we're gonna use it right away because we don't want the train messing with us. So as soon as the final phase starts, we're gonna use this thing, get it out of the way, and then jump up here. Because we don't want to accidentally fall onto the train as our super is finishing. That would be awful. Then just use any X moves you possibly get, because we need this phase to end as fast as possible, because it's awful. So the penguins are going to shoot baseballs at you. You want to stick to the right side of the screen, because it's easier to dodge them over here. And then just hope that the train comes sooner rather than later, so that it can knock out all the penguins. And as soon as the penguins are gone, drop down, and one more X move should finish the job. Just like that. If you can survive that first wave of penguins, then you're good to go. That's the hardest part of the entire battle, is surviving that wave of penguins. So just stay to the right. What you don't want to do is you don't want to cross sides. Don't do that, because then it's going to you're going to have baseballs flying from every direction. It's going to be almost impossible to dodge them. So stay to one side or the other. It's easier to stay to the right side, since that's where the platforms are naturally pushing you towards. And just stay there, dodge the baseballs from there, and you'll be good to go. Whew. That was tough. But we made it through. Beppy the Clown has been conquered, and now this has been going on pretty long so far, so we're gonna... But I do want to do one more thing before we end off, and what we're gonna do is head to the store and find a hidden coin, actually, right here. There's a hidden coin in front of this building, so we're gonna grab that. Then, what we are going to do is we are going to want to equip the pea shooter as our secondary shot. And we want to keep smoke bomb activated just in case. Then we are going to load up Funhouse Frazzle. So this is a run and gun level, and first thing you want to do is you want to have your spread shot equipped and shoot down this duck, parry off this duck, and then parry up to the ceiling to grab this coin, then dash forward as fast as you possibly can, switch to the pea shooter, and then lock yourself around this position and start shooting at the eye. And then when cards eventually come out, you want to parry the card to flip back to the ground, and then once again use the pea shooter. The reason we use the pea shooter, by the way, is because it's a direct line of sight. Like it's literally a direct line to that to the target, so it's easier to shoot it there. Now you want to hold the spread shot out so you can defeat any of the missiles that are coming your way, because they will be very annoying if you don't take them out straight away. So you just want to hold this out as you move. And like I said, it's a running gun level, so there's going to be 5 coins to collect. Here's another coin right here. Take down this unicycle riding missile. I got careless and I got hit by one of the cannonballs, but it's fine. So I got plenty more to go. Okay, that was close. That was very, very close. All right, so now when we get to this part, you want to parry onto this top platform and then destroy this thing. Parry onto the bottom platform to grab this coin right here. If you want to be quick about this, you can parry to the top platform, jump, and then smoke bomb dash over here, and then defeat this quickly. Parry back down to the bottom. Parry up to the top. Again, if you want to be quick, you can parry and then quickly smoke bomb dash to the right. That did not go well because I didn't time it right with the attacks. Do a similar thing there, parry and then smoke bomb dash. Or the easy way is, of course, to just, you know, shoot down the trumpet. Or the trombone, sorry. But you know, it's, whether you jump across or shoot it down, it's fine. Again, we use the pea shooter here because it's a direct line of sight to the eyeball, so it's a direct target. By the way, whatever side, whether the O sign comes on the up or down, you want to be on the opposite side. So if it comes on the bottom, you want to parry up to the top. If it's up on the top, you want to parry down to the bottom. Either way, when you're good to go, you want to jump and dash to the door, and that will be this level taken out. Pretty easy. I did things a little bit harder there because I was trying to platform my way past instead of just, you know, shooting down the trombone and things like that. But still, not too bad as long as you take your time, and, you know, basically don't try to rush through it is what you're getting here. You don't want to try to rush past everything. That's just going to lead to disaster. Anyway, but more importantly, we got all 5 gold coins, and I just bumped my microphone there, so that was not part of the plan. There we go. Okay. Now we have plenty of coins that we can go and buy some things from the shop, but we're gonna save that for the next episode. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Cuphead. Goodbye.